Many people pleasers have hyperempathy. So hyperempathy is when we're really good at perceiving the needs and emotions of others. So typically what this feels like is that you're always like in someone else's head. You know exactly how they'll feel if you say no to them, and you can feel that pain for them. And that's one of the reasons you keep saying yes to people and you keep putting their needs in front of your needs, because you're so good at perceiving their needs and actually feeling their emotions for them. Typically, with a lot of people pleasers, we see hyperempathy, and at the same time, we see emotion blindness. So it's emotion blindness to your own emotions. So basically, the inputs that you're getting in your mind is, I'm able to feel the pain of this other person if I say no to them, but then I'm blind to my own emotional state. And then that's a perfect equation to put the needs of the other person before your own needs. And usually in the moment, you don't realize you're doing this. It's kind of just like reflex. But only later will you realize like, oh, like I really don't want to do that. Or like, oh, I've had a pattern of completely ignoring what I want. And now I'm doing all of these things that I don't want to do, and I'm exhausted and I don't know how to say no to people. Like in the moment I have the best intentions, but I just can't do it. If this is you, this is something that you can get better at, but you have to think of it kind of as a skill. So essentially that part of your mind that's so good at empathy has been overutilized, like a muscle. And the part that is supposed to focus on your own internal state, your own emotions, your own wants and needs, is essentially atrophied. Like it's like a muscle that you never use, and it's super weak and it's super small. So what you need to do is you actually need to train that region of your mind that focuses on the internal state, because you're so bad at it. And what that looks like is, one thing that I often assign to my clients is, I want you to every night, maybe before you go to bed or whenever is the best time for you, just go through your day and consider, how did I feel about the things that happened to me? Like, how did I feel? Because typically what happens for you is you're so good at disregarding your own needs and feelings. Like you're excellent at it, which in many ways is a pro for you. Like it's gotten you where you are now. But at the same time, it's going to lead you to things like burnout, resentment, anger, and just feeling like not yourself, like feeling like you're kind of like split. Like you're always like thinking about the needs of others, but then you also have your own needs, and you kind of just don't know how to like figure that out. You don't know how to put that together. So if you want to move past that and feel like whole and integrated, and like you can really trust yourself, and you can have like genuine connections with people without resentment or anger, then you need to practice perceiving your own needs, your own wants, your own emotions. So what did I need today? What did I feel? Like you need to have that practice. And it could just be like 5 minutes a day. It doesn't have to be super intense, but it's the repetition that's super important to build up that capacity in your mind so you can perceive the needs that you have within yourself. And then when someone comes to you and asks you something, you won't just only perceive what they want and what they need and what they feel, but you'll also be able to perceive at the same time your own wants and needs and feelings. And that's the root cause of this behavior. And so if you're able to build that up in the moment, then you'll be able to say like, no, like I can't take on that project. Like I'm already swamped. Like, like I can perceive that I'm already overwhelmed, so I have to say no to this. And that's how you can stop people pleasing, and you can integrate yourself into like a whole identity and live a happier, healthier life.